If you want to know who you really are, sure, deep down, to the bone, you have to challenge yourself in this life. I want to read you a message that I sent in my Discord server, and I'm going to read it to you word for word. I ran a full 26.2 mile marathon this last Sunday. It was brutal. At mile 1, my fitness watch read 1.3 miles, and at mile 4, it read 6.1. I had thought I was running 6.2 miles a day, or a 10K a day, for training, and I was now realizing just how underprepared I truly was. My knees gave out at mile 19 because they were not used to the actual mileage I was putting on, and thus, I walked the last 7 miles of my race because the pain was otherworldly, turning what was planned to be a 4.5-hour marathon into a 7-hour walk through hell. I placed second to last. To many, this would look like a dismal failure. Not me. I'm proud as hell of myself. I had every reason to quit after mile 19. Pain, potential injury, tired, hungry, the list goes on. Still, I ran. Still, I moved forward. And I finished what I started. It wasn't pretty, and it hurt like hell, but I got it done. Reflect on anything you've deemed failures in your life. And reflect on how these things forged your character. Or like in my case, reminded you of who you are. Understand something. This isn't the first time that I've done something extremely difficult physically. I took up boxing for about 6 months. That was painful. That was difficult. I'm going to be taking that up again to keep my cardio up. I ran that marathon because I knew it would challenge me to my core. I go to the gym and train every single day because it pushes me to push myself. I want you to understand something. You may be sitting there, you may be asking, well, is there a way that I can find out who I am without doing a physical challenge? The answer, to my knowledge, is no. No. I have tried reading and working on business and going hard in my career and on and on and on and on it goes. What's interesting about these other tasks is that they will work your brain, but when your brain gets tired, your brain slows down, your quality of work drops off, and you just go to sleep. Or you just slack off for the rest of the day. When you're in the gym, when you're running a marathon, when you are in the ring, it's a different game. Because sure, you can go for days and days and days and days working on head work projects, reading books, working on your business. But your body can only take so much. And what's interesting is your mind will break down on levels you did not even think possible. I want you to understand this. Your deepest and darkest demons will surface. Your biggest insecurities will come out of the woodwork. Your past traumas, your insecurities, your demons, the things that hold you back, they will jump at you to try and get you to stop putting yourself through the thing that hurts so damn much. To not push out another rep, to not do another set, to not go another round, to not run another mile. Your mind will try everything to stop you. And if you have the ability to detach from your own brain and your own internal dialogue and simply watch it, you start to figure out very quickly the things that your mind uses to talk you out of things. Not just physical endeavors, but everything else in your entire life. Every last one of those last 7 miles, I learned something about myself. Every last one of those footsteps that I walked towards the end of that race, I gained more mastery over who I was. Because every time that my brain wanted me to quit, every time that my brain told me, you can just DNF, every time my brain told me to flag down one of the people who watches the runners to make sure they're okay and just can it and call it a day, I said no. My brain said one thing, I said something else. Me. I actively decided to keep going. I prove to myself who I am. I'm a man who does not quit. I'm a man who finishes what I start. I'm a man who, if I say I'm going to do something, you can bet every dollar in your bank account it's going to happen. Come hell or high water. Now the question is, who are you? Who are you deep down? Is your foundation solid? If your foundation's cracked, you'll find out very quickly. And if you find out that it is cracked, if you find out that your character is flawed, if you find out that you do not have core tenets and values that you live by, when you take on whatever challenge it is that you're going to take on after you're done watching this, you have some work to do. You have some digging to do. You have some soul searching to do. It's time for you to figure out who you are. My name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets that I happen to have that have been extremely useful to me. My hope is that they are extremely useful to you. If you found any value in anything that I just said, all that I ask is that you make use of it. If you want to connect with me, talk to me, or message me, that Discord server I mentioned earlier, it's the top link in the description. It is free to join. Feel free to join. Other than that, get after it, kick some ass, and I'll see you next time.